Hey guys, Sean here. I sorry about last week. I didn't have a review up. The server at my local library that I tried to upload, where I tried to upload the video, didn't work. The server didn't work, so I couldn't upload any videos. So I'm gonna do a new review now. I'm gonna do a new review now, and just and that's gonna be on the two Captain America movies. I figure I've already reviewed all three Iron Man movies, Avengers, and Guardians of the Galaxy. So I figured go back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe with, like I said, the two Captain America movies. Captain America the First Avenger, and then Captain America the Winter Soldier. I'm going to start with the first Avenger, obviously, first movie. This was released back in 2011. It was like the last movie before the Avengers was released. This was towards the end of Phase 1. Released, I want to say July 22nd, that's what the poster says. So July 22nd, 2011. I did not see this in theaters. Trust me, I wish I had, because it is really good. I like it. It's directed by Joe Johnson. I have no idea who really he is. And it stars Chris Evans, Tommy Lee Jones, Hugo Weaving, Haley Atwell, Sebastian Stan, Dominic Cooper, Neil McDonough, Derek Luke, and Stanley Tucci. This basically takes place in the 1940s during World War II, and it basically focuses on a young man named Steve Rogers who can't get into the army because of his medical disabilities, and so he is given the opportunity through a scientific program called Super Soldier, like a Super Soldier experiment, that when he's that when he's injected through with the serum, it basically allows him to be all muscular and healthier and all whatnot. And it's really cool. But basically, once this happened, the um, Colonel Phillips, played by Tommy Lee Jones, figured that he was going to get an army, not just one man. So they basically put Steve. They basically make Steve as a like a military um promoting guy. I don't know how to word it. But when Steve learns that his friend has been captured by the by the by the Nazi science division Hydra, Steve basically goes in by himself to rescue his friend and other hostages, and that is when he's named Captain America, and he gets this suit right here and actually starts fighting in the wars along with his own strike team, which consists of his friend James Buchanan Barnes, also known as Bucky, Dum Dum Dugan, and then other people whose names were not mentioned, sadly. The villain of this movie is Red Skull, played by Hugo Weaving, and to be honest, I think he does a good job in this. However, I do prefer him as Megatron, as the voice of Megatron. Not to say he wasn't good in this movie, but I think he was better as Megatron and Elrond in Lord of the Rings. Not that I hate him here, though. Stanley Tucci's character dies he dies kind of early. He's the scientist who's responsible for the super soldier serum that makes Steve into Captain America. So once Steve tries 5 times to get into the military, um, Stanley Tucci's character, Dr. Erskine, Abraham Erskine, I think that's how I pronounce it, basically offers Steve a chance at the super soldier experiment, and that puts him in the military. Dominic Cooper plays pretty much the younger version of Howard Stark, Tony's father. And that's actually kind of cool that they put Howard in this movie. So yeah, this movie runs about 2 hours, 4 minutes, if that. And I think it's really good. You guys should check it out for yourselves. Now about 3 years later, and about Avengers, Iron Man 3. 4 movies later, I cannot believe I had to figure that out. We got the sequel, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This takes place at least, I want to say, 2 years after the Avengers. So now Cap's working for SHIELD because he doesn't know anybody else in the modern day. And yeah, at the end of this movie, I forgot to mention, at the end of this movie, Cap is frozen when he tries to put. I forgot to mention that Hydra had a big ship where they were launching all these missiles from, and Cap had to put the ship down in water so nobody would get killed, and that ended up freezing him. How he survived for 70 years, I will never know. But yeah, they found him in the ice and thawed him out, and that's how he was in the Avengers. So now after the Avengers, he's working for SHIELD, with Black Widow, Nick Fury, and all that stuff, and all those people, and he has his own strike team, which consists of, Crossbones and also known as Brock Rumlow or something. I don't know how you pronounce it. Like I said, I butcher name. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering names here. But this movie basically changed the Marvel Cinematic Universe because, you know what? I'm just gonna spoil this. Basically, what happens is that Cap finds that Hydra has been operating within SHIELD since World War II. So yeah, through this whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, SHIELD has been compromised by Hydra. Big shock, I know. So basically, Steve comes into contact with his long lost friend Bucky Barnes, who is now a brainwashed Russian assassin known as the Winter Soldier, hence the film title. Bucky has no idea who Steve is. Like I said, he's a brainwashed assassin, and his mission is apparently to kill Steve. Although at the end of this movie, Steve does kind of get him to recognize him, because we see in a post-credit scene at the end where Bucky is at the Smithsonian looking at his memorial. So he's kind of piecing his life together, which I think is kind of cool. And then the post-credit scene we get in this, another post-credit scene we get is we get our first look at Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen, who are set to reprise their roles in next year's Avengers: Age of Ultron. So, pretty cool movie. I'd say pick it up. If you like Captain America and you like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'd say pick it up. Now that I'm done reviewing these movies, I just want to say that I am currently running out of ideas for movie reviews. So if you guys have any suggestions or whatnot, please leave them in the comment box below. Please write the movie title and the year the movie was released, just in case there was a remake or something you want me to review. And I would really appreciate that, because I really am having trouble finding movies to review, and I'm eventually going to run out of my own movies. So I need more ideas. So if you guys could please help me out, I really appreciate that. So, see you later.